Okay. Good morning and good afternoon. My name is Emily. You can call me Emma, and I'm a psychic medium. A baby medium. I'm still new to this. Welcome to my channel. Today's remote viewing video with these meddling mediums. You probably haven't heard of the channel yet. They're recently new as in like a couple months old. Today they're going to the Ashmore estate. I tried recording this video previously, but unfortunately I lost the footage, so I'm doing this all over again. So I'm redoing this whole reading basically. I didn't finish it though. I couldn't finish it. So the information that I already have information because I did do the reading previously, but unfortunately I lost the footage. I'm being transparent here from watching a bit of this. I know that it's a poorhouse. It was a poorhouse. I know that it had more buildings previously. Unfortunately they lost some of them either in a fire or in some other means. I don't know that part yet. I actually haven't done any research yet. What else do I know? I know that there's a Joe there. I know that there's another gentleman there that harasses women, basically, and blames it on Joe. Or is it Josh? Joe or Josh? Joe. Joe. I think it's Joe. Last time when I recorded this, I kind of called him a child. He's like a child. He's annoying. That's what I remember so far. I don't remember anything else. I don't remember if I said anything or I don't remember. Which is fine actually, which is great if I don't remember. That's great I don't remember, because then I'm basically just doing this with, for the first time, even though I'm not really doing this for the first time. Okay, let's get into it.
There's someone in that window up there. Oh. There's someone in that window up there. A woman. Is there a man standing in the doorway over there? Yeah, no. The shadow was on the door.
That guy too, that when you called him the perv, he's like, you better watch your mouth.
I don't know if this is true, but I feel like something exploded because I feel like I'm in it and I can feel I can hear the explosion because it goes off and then you can't hear anything because your ears are ringing.
Yeah, there's a man that's like pacing back and forth down there.
Yeah, no, he pulled on my shirt upstairs.
There's a man standing behind you.
There's someone peeking around the corner of the door over there.
Walking in there, at the end of the hallway, there's a woman and like children, and she's shushing her children. But for some reason you don't believe what he's saying. He actually knows what he's doing, but he thinks so.
Yeah, so we are going to Ashmore Estates. And I know we just kind of came off of another investigation, but do you see anything?
So Riker did all of the research for the location, and me and Russell know nothing, so we're going in blind.
Yeah.
You excited?
I have to think about things.
You do. I'll give you a moment.
I don't know what this place is. Is it like...
It's Fairfield 2.0, but worse.
Okay, so they did like keep people here? Like people lived here?
Yes.
Okay, because I see this blonde woman. She's like fluffy, blonde, long, straight hair.
Oh, I saw her too.
Cool.
I was like, she's not real. Yeah. I just moved on with my life last night. I was like sitting there thinking, I was like, maybe I should think about these things before like tomorrow, so that way I'm like prepared. And I was like, there's a lady with long blonde hair. And then I was like, she's not real. I don't believe that.
Yeah, 'cause I was like, is this a doctor place? Like, are there doctors here? Because I was confused because this lady is not a doctor. She has nothing to do with medical. She just like lives here. I feel like she has a family. She has like a little boy who has like light brown hair.
I do believe that there were some families here, so.
I I think her husband died. And that's why she was here. So they kept sick people here? Because I feel like I have an upper respiratory infection or something.
Let me pull up my notes.
That's how I feel.
Just so I remember properly, so I don't...
It's okay. I feel like a fucking stone. Like where I can't fucking move. Like I feel like I'm made out of stone. And I think that's someone injecting something to like sedate me. So it's casual. It's fine.
Yeah, I've had souls show me what that feels like.
Yeah, I felt like that last night. Like I literally felt like a fucking rock. And I was like sitting there, I'm like, why do I feel like a rock? And I'm like, I feel like someone injected some weird drug into me.
The doctor are there doctors?
Do you hear him?
Okay, yeah. He like has this like very calm, soothing voice, but
He has a ethereal music behind him for me.
but for some reason you don't believe what he's saying. He actually knows what he's doing, but he thinks so. He shows me himself two ways. He has like brown hair. It's like mostly like slicked to the one side. He shows me like he has a mustache. You know, Parks and Rec. What?
I randomly, similar to Russell last night, was like, I should start thinking about this place maybe. And I saw this man, and someone
He
was
looks
like,
like
he's
the dude
scary
from
man.
Parks and Rec.
Like Ron Swanson?
Yeah. But like not as I feel like he's taller.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you stretched him out a little bit. But he has like a mustache and he looks very like masculine, intimidating, and just has like brown hair that swoops to the one side. I feel like he's a doctor and he has a very calm, soothing voice, but you're not sure what he's gonna do. He's a little bit unpredictable.
Did people like used to like work there? Is it similar to like Fairfield where they had like people that went there and they just worked there specifically? And they like
Yes.
okay. So then they worked for probably like their own stuff then. They literally showed me them like working in the fields. Cause like I know what it looks like from the outside, just from like, cause I had to look it up to get like drone footage, that kind of stuff. But like they show me like working in fields around it.
Yeah, maybe the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if it's like Fairfield's a poorhouse.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's a state for people that didn't have anywhere to go.
Was it like a poorhouse that switched to like a hospital type deal thing? Not necessarily a hospital, but like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was getting the same thing because I was like, there's also sick people here.
Yeah.
They don't seem related.
That's why I was like, they're like people that are like drugged
Makes
type
sense.
deal.
Yeah, because there's a lot of people that are sick.
Yeah.
So I was like, is this a poorhouse? Are they making each other sick because like it's contagious, or?
Yeah, this place gives off very... It's in the middle. It's very neutral, but it's also not great. It's not good, but it's also not great. It's a very, very bland in a weird sense. Normally, bland places don't have... It's not haunted. It's void of negative things, essentially. I guess it's still technically haunted because there are good spirits walking around and just help maintaining the place. But this place is not... There are dark things, but they're not at the level of... There are dark things that will cause harm to you to some degree. But there's like one. Most haunted places have like 1 or 2, 5 even. But this one just has the one. Like, it's very up and down. It's good and bad. There's no more of one or the other. I hope I make sense. I hope I make some semblance of sense. This place isn't too terrible, but it's definitely on the end of, this place is haunted.
What's going on? And then this doctor came forward, and I was like,
Yeah.
I don't know, but a lot of times poorhouses can be used for a lot of different things, because they're like just big, huge things. So Fairfield was used for a lot of things.
Right.
People, like, it was a hospital, like an actual hospital that they used like recently.
Right.
Like, our guide said that she should go to the doctor there.
Oh yeah, she went there because like the town used it for things.
Yeah.
Like the state used it for different things. Yeah.
Yeah, they had a bunch of stuff there at Fairfield. It was on the first floor. You'd
Yeah.
walk in, they'd have the doctor's office, and they also had a place in, like Wiccan there as well.
Yeah. This place doesn't necessarily like feel like there's a lot of dark things there for me. There's a couple.
There's a lot of like poltergeisty things.
Yeah.
Not like dark things.
Yeah. See, I forgot about that. I forgot about poltergeist. There we go. Wow. You would think I would have a lisp. Probably have dyslexia. Can't even say that word. Okay, anyways, moving on. There are definitely a lot of poltergeist activity within the building. But again, it's not entirely malicious to that extent. It's on repeat. It's just on repeat. There's definitely one, as I said before, one thing that's definitely touching women inappropriately, trying to harm them to some degree. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of poltergeist activity.
I view poltergeists as like the energy manifestations of a place, which was again similar to Fairfield, but I feel like this place is a little bit oddball.
Yeah.
Like something weird happened, like something scandalous happened here. Is that true?
This place has a very interesting history.
Yeah, like something like out of pocket. Because Fairfield, I don't know that much was like that, other than like the top floor, which was a little weird.
I remember now. It switched hands a lot. More than normal. That's part of the interesting history, that it switched hands more than normal.
That they would like punish people and like chain them to the walls.
Yeah, I couldn't find specifics on some things, but without giving too much away, this place changed ownership a lot.
Yeah, they were showing me like generations, like different like groups of people. It's just weird.
Plus that it had something like running at me. Really loud footsteps just running towards me when we went near. I don't know what that is or who it is. But I can still like hear them like stomping.
This is true.
Yes.
They say, what are you running from?
Hmm?
What are you running from in your life? Sorry. You didn't ask for a reading, but you're gonna get one. It's fine. You don't have to answer that, but that's what they're telling me. I think it's always triggering that in you.
Do we want to talk about the things that are staying under our fucking beds?
What do you mean? Oh, those
yeah.
Yeah, those things. Little things that like look like little goblin-looking dude things.
Yeah.
She described them to me almost exactly the same. What do they look like again? I can't remember.
I said they look like goblins.
Yeah, they're like weird.
To me, they look like taller versions of like the green goblins.
They look at you like you're a piece of meat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Little
remember
beady eyes.
you like
weird eyes and...
I see it under my dresser, because I don't have an under bed. I have drawers under my bed, so it's not under my bed. That scared me. Sorry about that. It's time for food. I see it under my dresser, not under my bed, because I don't have space there. I have drawers under my bed, so there's nothing that can hide under there. Thank God. Yeah, I see it under my dresser. I just see it with its little beady eyes and its hands, just like... I'm looking at it like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? And then it just sticks its tongue out at me and just like stares at me annoyingly. I'm not very scared of things like that. It's astounding to me that I'm not scared of those things. Because I know a lot of people are, and I know that there are mediums or psychics that are scared of those things, that don't even want to associate with those things. But I'm fine being in the same vicinity as them because they don't scare me. I know what they are. I know what they're supposed to do. I know where their intent is. But I don't find them terrifying. It's a good thing and a bad thing. Depends on who you ask.
Looking at you like a piece of meat, you're like,
Yeah.
what? I was like,
Yeah, and then
what you think?
Em asked me, and I was like, yeah, it's got really like big teeth.
Mm-hmm. It's weird. It's kind of funny looking. I'd laugh at it if it came at me. I'd be like, ha, teeth. And just go about my day.
Yeah, so we all kind of have one of these.
People are gonna think we have attachments.
This is not an attachment. This thing is showing up because it was supposed to show up because something or someone sent it. So, not an attachment.
Yeah, to me it feels very much associated to this place in a way.
Is this true?
Yes.
Are they supposed to prevent us from telling certain things again too? Where there's secrets that we're not really supposed to know?
I think in a different way.
Yeah, it's
I don't know that the people care, because they're
people don't care about
Yeah.
those little things do.
Was there a problem that caused people to keep changing ownership?
Yes.
Okay, because they tell me it's Harry Potter and the
Defense Against the Dark Arts
Yeah.
teacher.
something happens each year where
But
they
I
can't-
just know exactly what you're thinking.
Yeah. Because when you said that, I was like, why would I be thinking specifically about how Harry Potter can't keep a teacher in that specific class? And they were like, because it's not like that. So they made me feel like something happened.
Does it have something to do with money scams? Or
It has
they're
to do with money, yes.
okay, they're not paying something, or they are totally scamming.
Money is a curse. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they're doing a weird pyramid scheme bullshit or something dumb like that.
Yeah, no. They're trying to profit from it, trying to make money off of it, trying to investments and stuff like that, and you can't. There wasn't really something that you can profit of it. It's not the point of, because it's supposed to be a government issue place. Supposedly, it's supposed to be. So you're not really supposed to profit off of that kind of stuff. So, yeah.
I can't wait to actually tell you guys the history of this.
I'm gonna shit your pants.
Why are we close?
You guys are very close.
Great.
Were they trying to get money out of it by using the people that worked there?
That was exploitive.
I don't know if that's true, but it didn't work out.
No.
So
There's a man behind me. He's like, well, obviously it didn't.
Obviously.
There's probably 8 different owners or something. Yeah, 8 is the first number that came to me, so I'm just saying 8.
That sounds close.
Test change ownership.
Yeah. I think somewhere between 6 or 8 or something like that. Yeah, you're
Sick.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, they're well, I was the 3rd or 4th one. He's like, I don't know. I don't think he really cares which one he was.
It was different for each one of them. They had a different idea of how they were gonna like make this actually profitable, and it never worked out. What?
Nothing.
Just stewing in the corner over there.
I don't know. Fairfield messed me up really bad last time, and this reminds me of Fairfield. So
Yeah, it's very similar to Fairfield.
yeah, I went home and like.
It definitely shares the same vibe, but it's a lot more mellowed. Mellowed out than Fairfield. Fairfield is a lot heavier. A lot heavier. A lot scarier too. Like there are things there that will make your dreams come true. Not dreams, but like nightmares. Like what you want to come true. At least where you're in that space. They'll try to make what you fear come true. So if you fear of getting touched, they'll try to touch you. If you fear seeing something, they'll show you something. Things like that. But Fairfield is a lot more intense than Ashmore. Ashmore is a lot more chill. There's definitely dark things in there, but not like too intense. It's not too intense. You can walk through Ashmore and get something, but you can walk out of Ashmore not too afraid. You could probably sleep the night. Get some sleep through the night. Fairfield, on the other hand, they will cause nightmares.
Legit.
Oh, with the weird smiley people.
Yes, I didn't want to sleep.
You think there's a me demon here?
I actually do think there is something like that
Yes.
here.
I've
I feel like there's like, I don't feel like it's the
Weird tentacly thing.
yes, I don't
It's got.
feel like it's the same like
Is it? We watched a video. The video that we watched the Airbnb last time. The video of Patrick where it's got like the weird thing that's got like a bunch of arms.
at the Clearwater Demon House.
Yeah, Clearwater Demon House. Is it similar to that where it's like it has hands everywhere type thing?
I think it's less messy.
Yes, it's a very similar feeling, but I agree. It's
show
less
me
messy.
The thing that you're seeing as a shadow, and then a man's silhouette walks out of it in a suit because he's like, that's giving me signs and symbols of like, I know what I'm doing. I am more like beefy than the me demon in Fairfield.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like this one's not playing games. Like it's not like a game to them. They're just like, you're just gonna do what I say. Do it.
Specifically shows me like Muzan from Demon Slayer, which is the king of the demons.
Were there ever like more than one building? And
Yes.
now it's like just one by itself.
Yes, I believe. I don't know if there's still more than one, but I know that there is just one building.
Yeah.
At least like one main building.
Yeah, like I know there's one main building, and I think there's like a little like something like off to the side, but I feel like there were more buildings.
Mm-hmm.
Was there ever a fire here or something?
Yes.
Shit.
Did people not make it out of it?
It did not say,
Oh.
but
Okay.
there was a very distinct fire.
I think it's not a trap.
And they make me feel like it's like has to do with where it's at because it's in the middle of a field.
Did something
So,
explode?
lightning.
Oh.
Let me see.
I just hear like ringing, like
I hear like thunderstorms.
I hear ringing, and then someone is like behind a wall of flames. I feel like it's a little girl. Is this true?
Yes.
I don't know. I feel like is there information about the fire? Or they don't know how it started.
There wasn't much information that I could.
Okay. There's been some changes. First off, okay, sorry for the light change. The battery on my camera died. Both of them. So now I have to finish this at later. Later than attended, so here we are.
Information that I could find, it was just,
I feel like something exploded.
yeah, all there was on this night there was a fire that did this. That's pretty much the extent of what I got. So I don't know if on the tour they'll give us more information. They might, but
I don't know. I don't know if this is true, but I feel like something exploded because I feel like I'm in it and I can feel I can hear the explosion because it goes off and then you can't hear anything because your ears are ringing. I don't know if someone if it burned a hole through the ceiling or something and someone fell through the ceiling and then was trapped behind flames or something. I don't know. That's what I see.
Yeah. Is it from all the screaming?
My ears are ringing.
Is it from all the screaming? Because there's also screaming too.
Well, yeah, I've heard the screaming. There's a lot of screaming. I don't know why my ears are ringing.
I have a feeling we could split up on this one. I feel like it's gonna be we're gonna feel comfortable enough to do it.
we'll see.
Someone said comfortable, you say.
Listen here. I don't like it when they're like that. Yeah. I don't know, I feel like it's gonna be interesting. I feel like there's gonna be a weird twist because why wouldn't there be? Because there fucking always is a weird twist.
Why would it be on and still up?
Yeah,
And not.
totally not expecting it to happen.
I
But-
mean, I feel like we do have a track record of that now.
Yeah.
I mean, we are those meddling mediums,
You know,
you know.
we have to unmask the mysteries. You know, those pesky mediums. I love that comment. I can't get over it.
I want to print it and frame it in our house.
Literally just comment all of the Scooby-Doo memes and I'm just here for it.
Any final thoughts or feelings of this place before we head out?
I don't think so. I think it's going to be interesting now because I feel like there's going to be some things that kind of mess with us continually throughout the night. Naturally, any other way for that to happen, apparently.
Anthony, Janelle, you guys got anything else you want to say? Cool.
Have fun.
Well,
Top to Ashmore Estates we go.
yeah, let's get to it.
So we are at Ashmore Estates and we're in the basement. Raker knows things. Tell us about the basement.
Yes. So I can't remember the history, but you guys picked up on a man down here, immediately.
Mm-hmm.
There's people say that there's this man named Joe, who is typically the one who touches women and does things to them. He apparently was most likely on the spectrum, and he had a half sister who lived nearby that he would go to visit. So on the merch there's the train and the outline of the dude that's supposed to be him.
Oh, the hat man dude?
Yes.
But are there a lot of people that have hats here?
Probably.
Okay, I don't know.
Because the people who lived here worked here because they worked on the farm.
Yeah, I feel like they wore hats.
Yeah.
Because corn farmers.
But they people say that Joe is pretty much touches women inappropriately and does things here. So I'm interested in what you guys think about that before I share my thoughts about Joe and what the tour guide said.
I think that's rude. I don't think that's him.
I don't either.
Yeah, I think something's impersonating him.
Yeah, and that's what the guide said as well. The vibe I got from this dude Joe is he was very respectful and very kind, and they just are using.
He's the sweetest, darndest person ever. He's very shy. Most people on the spectrum, one of the tall tale signs of being on the spectrum is not having eye contact, and that's kind of the vibe I get off of him, that he doesn't really hold eye contact with talking to you. He usually just like looks down and talks to you. He's very fidgety, very, very fidgety. Like he does what I'm doing right now. Like he swings back and forth, and he's just, he does not hold eye contact when he talks to you. But he's so sweet and so respectful and so kind. And I believed that the situation with him and some other gentleman that was impersonating him, I'm sure they're gonna say it because it was mentioned on the tour. I believe the situation with him was that he went to go see his sister. He was visiting his sister. So the fact that he would do anything inappropriate to a woman just seems so far-fetched for someone like him, because he's so sweet and kind. But yeah, Joe's just like the darndest, sweetest, lovable. Like he's a cute little puppy, like a golden retriever. He's so cute.
His name is like a scapegoat.
And he's like, I wouldn't do that. He's like, I wouldn't do that to a young woman. Like a young lady.
Well, I'm asking him why someone would make up a story like that he doesn't understand.
Yeah, he's very sweet.
Yeah. He doesn't understand why people would tell a lie like that.
Mm-hmm.
People are malicious. That's why.
But there are a lot of women.
God damn it, is this true?
Yes.
It's because the other men want to cover it up, so they blame it on someone that can't defend themselves. Sorry, they told me outside that things are going to come in very passively, and I'm going to ignore it, because I'm going to be like, I don't know, I have confidence issues. So that's why that thing started going off, because they're like, say it! I was like, oh!
Yeah, that's the vibe I was getting as well.
Yeah, there's another dude that's like, rude.
These other guys are rude, nasty, and very malicious, and very, very assertive, very dominant, and very... And it's really annoying. Like, I have this feeling that I want to punch him in the face. I'm usually not the violent person. Usually. And I think the reason why they don't want to talk to me is because I will get violent with them. With M, I'm getting this feeling, like, with M, that they're, like... They feel that she's the same as Joe, so they want to pick on her because of that. And that really pisses me off. And I think the reason why that they don't want to even, like, talk to me or even say anything to me... I dropped my ring, hold on. And I think the reason they don't even want to say to me is because they know that I'll stand up for myself. I will stand up for myself. I will not tolerate such disrespect from them. That's why they're like, yeah, we're not going to talk to this one. This one will put us in our place. Good. I'm glad that you feel that way. I'm glad that you understand that I will not tolerate such disrespect. I don't care if you're dead. I don't care if you're a spirit. I will not tolerate disrespect. Now I'm getting agitated. Sorry, I'll try to keep it cool.
Yeah, what does he look like?
He's very hairy. He's hairy, he's shorter, he has brown hair, he kind of has a weird smell. He has, like, he's one of those people that always has facial hair because when he shaves it just immediately has a 5 o'clock shadow.
That's the dude that you just described. He's someone that I saw him right away when we walked in like the long room that's up over there.
Mm-hmm.
He was like sitting in the chair, and he is like very. And I also think he's the one who triggers the motion light because he thinks it's funny.
Yeah, that makes sense because he has a little bit of like a creepy uncle vibe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's not like malicious, but he's sort of a little bit ignorant.
Do you think he's the one who touches people though?
No, he's the one talking about the person that does.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, there's this like dude that's like cold. Like his personality is cold.
Mm-hmm.
Is that who the Hat Man is? No. I don't know.
Because there was like a specific dude who was touching me upstairs on the 3rd floor when we were doing the tour.
Who?
He's gross. He also, he followed the tour guide. Like, he like follows her around because he thinks it's funny.
But was there someone else with?
He's disgusting. Disgusting. He wants to be mean towards me, but he can't. Because he knows I will not tolerate it. But he wants to be mean towards me. Like he's mean mugging me right now. Wholeheartedly mean mugging me. And I'm just like, you're not getting what you want from me. You're not. It's just not gonna happen. But he's disgusting. He pokes, he prods, he pushes, he pulls, he jabs. He's the one who touches the woman inappropriately. He is gross. Gross.
You?
Yes.
Okay, that wasn't this dude?
Yes.
Great, because that's what we were talking about when you guys were walking around.
Yeah. So there's the dude Joe who isn't actually the bad guy. There's the dude with the brown hair that you talked about who is talking about things, who's hairy, yes. And then there's the dude I kept referring to him as the perv. He was the one who was touching me, and I see him with like blondish hair.
Yeah, I see him as a shadow because usually when male souls are intimidating to me, they just appear dark because I am afraid to perceive them.
She sees him as a shadow all the time too.
Yeah, he like
appears as a
forces himself onto people.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, you guys are picking up on everything like immediately. So
That guy too, that when you called him the perv, he's like, you better watch your mouth.
yeah. Yeah, no, he touched, like, he like pulled on my shirt upstairs. He touched my, like, he like grabbed my thigh, and he like put his hand on the back of my neck. Yeah, apparently like women have been scratched, hair pulled, pushed down those stairs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they like talk about pushing you down the stairs when you do that, like when you go down the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
Do they lock people in here?
So apparently like that room, like this kind of area was like the men's area. So it wasn't common for women to be over here at all.
Mm-hmm.
I got weird vibes about that because I was like, poor, like.
I just see them pushing a woman through that door and slamming it shut.
We can talk about it if we want to go to the long room, but I can also mention it. So it was a poorhouse.
Yeah.
It also was a psychiatric hospital at one point.
Of course it was.
And Russell picked up on it almost immediately when we walked in there. At one point, someone purchased this place, and to fund it, turned it into a haunted house. And they would do like overnight tours called the Night of Insanity. Yeah.
Not cool.
No.
Yeah, not at all.
Mm-mm.
And then the current owner has it, and they do this now, and obviously it's much better. But
Oh, well, yeah, that makes sense of why the souls.
Yeah, they really didn't like the haunted house. because it felt like they were making fun of things that's not funny, like that they shouldn't be making fun of. It didn't last very long, the haunted house. Oh, the haunted. Okay, it lasted longer than I assumed it did because they didn't like it. But okay, that's okay. What it is now, they like it because it keeps the peace between the spirits there. They do like people coming in and asking questions and wanting to know the stories. Yeah, but they did not like the haunted house part. Most of them did. Most of them were like, this is fun, we can scare people. But most of them were done like, this is disrespectful and displeasing and rude and unsavory and not a word I use often. Unsavory. But yeah.
Are a certain way. Because I see this woman or this little girl, she's like 16, she doesn't want me to call her a little girl, upstairs that's like horrifically sad. Because no one understands. So it makes sense that they use it as a psychiatric hospital.
Yeah. There were two fires that have happened here that they know about. Because this place was also left abandoned for like 20 years.
Yeah.
So one of them happened earlier, and was that the one where the little girl died?
Yes.
A little girl who was like 6. She died from the fire. She stood too close to the flame, and her dress caught on fire.
Yeah.
If you think about it, it's similar to how that woman caught her dress on fire at Fairfield too.
Yeah.
There were no reported casualties that I could find. She didn't know anything about an explosion because I asked.
Okay.
But I think you were still possibly right. But there was another fire that happened later on, I think like 1995 or something like that, that happened on Halloween night.
Interesting.
But that burns down the like superintendent's house. So it wasn't like this building that burned down. But one of the like owner superintendents, they were also called the overseers of the poor.
Do we know where that building was?
No, I don't know.
Okay.
Because there's a lot more, but it's been just reduced down to this.
Did she say how many there were?
There were, I'd have to look. I have it in the history notes that I have of like a lot of the stuff, but I don't know. There's a lot of like weird history of this place.
Yeah.
Because they changed it so many times.
Is there a man standing in the doorway over there? I'm trying to like call out the lurkers and chat. I'm like, I can see you.
Yeah.
You wanna come touch a flashlight for me? He says make it worth my while.
What the hell is that supposed to mean?
That's the right question. Was there a woman here that I was seeing that was telling me that she went deaf and was burned?
But yeah, I don't know. He's like, I know Russell saw there's a bed upstairs it's actually one of the only like pieces of like equipment or furniture that is like was here at the time. It's a functioning like hospital bed that still functions. People lay in it, and I feel like he touches them. Like he's very touchy. Like he's very physically touchy.
Yeah.
What floor is that on?
The 3rd floor.
I can see a mother and her 2 children working on the fields. with her children, and they couldn't be like any younger than 12 and a bit older. Like, I can see people working the fields outside the building and like the hot sun. I can see the sick people. I can see doctors going around trying to cure the patients. I can see one doctor admitting a known substance into certain patients because he thinks he can. I can see him experimenting with certain drugs on some patients. He's very unpredictable. Very, very unpredictable. I don't like him. I don't like him at all. He's just unstable. He shouldn't even be a doctor with the way he behaves.
Use the VR headset and lay.
Fuck no, I want that, honestly.
Is it the third floor or the top floor?
Yes.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah. So
I also see the dark spirits that hang around in the vicinity of them, watching them, and waiting to see if like anything interesting happens. Which is like the only interesting thing, sadly, is you. So you're watching and waiting. They're not very smart. So you're watching and waiting for them to react, for you to react. They're here for you. You're the entertainment. I shouldn't say entertainment, but I'm not being nice to them because I really don't like them. You're the interesting thing in this building, not them. They're here for you. So you waiting around, waiting for them to do something is not going to... They're here waiting for you to do something. Does that make sense? Like the mediums are here for the spirits, but the spirits are here, are there watching them, waiting for them to do something, waiting for the mediums to do something. But the mediums won't do anything unless the spirits do something. Do you see what I mean? Do you see the level of ridiculousness this all is? The spirits are waiting for the mediums to do something, and the mediums are waiting for the spirits to do something. What kind of stupidity is this? Moving on.
we can talk more about the third floor when we go up there, but
You sure you don't want to try?
yeah, he's gonna go with me all night.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not as intimidated by him, especially after Brushy. Like,
Did you hear that?
he makes a lot of physical noise happen too.
Yeah, there's like a knocking noise. That's the there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I heard it.
Can you make that noise again?
You didn't move it all, John, did you?
No.
Yeah, I don't think it was you.
Do you not like when I talk about you?
We just walked in and then ran back out.
They do like when you talk about them, but they like it as a if you talk about them like with pride, but if you talk about them with negative intent, they don't like it. Like they want to be revered as something to be proud of, when they're really not. They're not something to be proud of. They're not nice. And it's bringing out the not nice in me, and it's really not fun. It's not fun. Because I feel the need to get violent. That like, and I feel like that's their intent. Their intent is to cause a reaction in you so they can have a laugh. I'm gonna try to keep it cool. I'm gonna try keep it cool.
Little girl. Mm-hmm. There's so many children here. Yes, there were a lot of children here. Yeah, I don't know. When we walked in, there was children at the end of the hallway, and there was a mother that was like shushing them. Yeah. If you saw like the room upstairs that has like the books, like the children's books and stuff in it, I think they like to hang out in there. Mm-hmm.
Safe haven.
Yeah, that's kind of like their like spot. Yeah. But yeah, there are there's a lot of children here. Yeah, makes sense. Mm-hmm. I very much feel like he's the one who kind of like, he's like the dark thing as well. So he's kind of like split. Mm-hmm. Because there's like a part of him that's like his soul is still here, but there's also like he has lost part of himself, so he's also a dark thing, and he's kind of like the dark tentacly thing. Well, he's created a manifestation of himself. Mm-hmm. So it is and it isn't. Yeah. I feel like it's his darkness manifested. Mm-hmm. So we're on the first floor. This part was originally a part of the poorhouse, and then right behind us was the added addition for the psychiatric. Is that true? That's so cute. Is that your son? No, that's just a boy that was here.
Yeah, the children came up right behind him. Cause I see like two or three that came up right behind him, wanting to know what it is he's messing with, and he's like, "Oh, it's this thing. Come play with it. Come check it out." And they're like, "Oh, can we play with it?" I'm like, "Yeah, come play with it." And I was like, "Hey, you do this and you do that," and then it makes a noise. I'm like, "Oh," so now they're all playing with it now.
Yeah. The little boy's like a little bit shy, so this man came in and was like, "Here, I'll show you how it works."
Yeah.
They'll get a kick out of it.
Yeah, the shadow I saw walking to that door was like probably like this tall. Mm-hmm. Like a little kid.
Yeah, there's a man with him that's taller. They like look similar. That's why I was like, "Are you guys related?" And he was like, "No."
Can you stop that, please?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate that.
He's like, "You're welcome. Now I'm gonna keep doing it."
Well, there's a little children there.
Yeah.
He's like, "Can I do it now?" Yeah, I see.
It'll be entertaining.
Yeah, he's like sitting like on the ground, like cross-legged, like as part of it. Wow. Yeah, he's very cute.
The man at the end of the hallway is really intimidating.
What does he look like to you?
I see he's got like a mustache, and he reminds me of he was like in the military or something.
Is that true? You can stop that for yes.
He has his voice got like a lot of authority.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, now I answered. I'm gonna continue to play with this.
It's like we don't have toys like this always.
Do you have cat balls too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're next to you.
Because a lot of the kids like cat balls as well. Do you want some cat balls to play with too? Stop playing with them. Chewing cat balls.
Is there a woman in here?
Little boy's over there trying to figure that one out now. He's like, oh, I didn't realize there was another toy.
Yeah, you have to put your hands near the antenna. It's a different type of energy to do that.
Yeah.
So he's a little bit confused, trying to figure out how to do that.
Can you stop that, please?
Thank you. Is that someone else?
It feels
Different.
Someone like walked up.
Yeah,
Will you answer questions for us? There's another man. He's very confident.
Yeah, he's got more energy.
What does he look like to you?
I don't know. I can only see his shoes. He's black shoes on with black pants or brown pants.
I see like brown pants and suspenders. Long shirt but like folded up.
Yeah.
Clean cut, clean shaven.
Will you be able to tell us your story? Can you touch some of the things on the table? No.
Yeah, the music rocks too much.
Are we just too close to the things on the table? Can you make that stop? No. So we aren't too close to it.
Nah, they're more fascinated with the music box than anything else. On another note, I just went through a trance through the building, especially that floor. That floor seems like a common area where spirits there just roam through 24/7. Even spirits that weren't there go through there because of the energy level there. So spirits come in and out a lot, especially that first floor. Okay.
You can stop that for yes.
Thank you. Do you guys just not want to be on that camera? You can stop that for yes.
Yeah. When we were upstairs, I had a feeling that a lot of things are like camera shy almost.
Yeah.
They're also kind of shy too, because like we can see them, and they're like, "This is kind of weird. This is something that normally."
Yeah, they're not used to being seen, so it's like, wait, you can see me? How you can see me? They don't understand the concept of like mediumship. They don't understand that.
It happens. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's very much the vibe I was getting when you were doing the tour. Because a lot of them were like, what the fuck? You can see me? You can see me? You're talking to me? Like,
There was this woman that she told me, she was like, I heard the mediums were coming. And I saw her at the end of the hallway with her children being like, shh, I see us. And then just like walked off into the hallway.
There's someone peeking around the corner of the door over there. Like taller.
Yeah, they're fascinated. The mediums are a spectacle in that building. They're the most interesting things in that building. That's hilarious. I find that so fascinating. that the spirits there are like, wait, you can see us? Excuse me. That they're fascinated over the fact that like there are mediums that can see them. It's so funny.
Is this true? Yes. That's the proof.
Yeah. I just had to feel like I got chills and like.
Are you guys kind of afraid of that man? Can you stop that for yes? Do you not care? You can turn that off or no. You don't care.
It's the guy.
What?
It's the one dude.
I just saw someone like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Cause like Russell moved the light and it stayed there and then it pulled back. Like. That was creepy. Yeah, I don't think they want to be on camera. Can you make that stop? If we put something else over there, we'll use that instead.
I do have one question. Is there a janitor in that bottom area?
I don't know, like a janitor. I mean,
Or like maintenance?
guy,
Yeah. Because I have a feeling like there's some like a maintenance guy down there, like overalls and like
Yeah.
I don't know his name or anything like that, but I just had that feeling someone was down there like just trying to work.
Yeah. The like our, I guess I don't want to say popular spirit, but okay. So I did hear footsteps.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
When you
is
look,
it-
we all heard it too.
Yeah, was it just
See that
you?
little red thing? I literally saw a shadow go.
I
in
thought
front of
maybe it was
lights.
you because I saw you moving. I thought maybe you were
Yeah.
tapping your foot.
No, I thought
But then
No.
when you started talking, I was like, nope. I
I thought it
really
was
hear the
someone
footsteps.
else. That's why I was like,
Yeah.
because there were two other
Great.
people
Now
here.
I don't
Yeah.
walk back that way. Fantastic. Those are really clear too.
Yeah, that was really
Yeah.
clear.
I literally watched a shadow go in front of the red camera lights in there.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
Yes.
Perv, dude.
Great.
The
Oh,
flashlight went on.
uh-huh.
See?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yes, and he typically does have overalls on.
Okay.
So.
That's what I was seeing.
Yeah. The like our yeah. The like our.
Are you someone pretending to be Joe? Well, why did I tell you that? Do you like to play? What?
You know who it is.
Man, I
Yeah.
know. Do you like to play tricks on people? As Joe. I'm talking about Joe. Do you like to turn the lights on and off in the staircase? You do that because it's funny? He's gone. Yeah, he's very, like, I don't know. He's very what? He's very, like, just nice and simple. Yeah. So I feel bad that other people pretend to be him and give him a bad name.
Yeah.
Is Joe the, people, like, pin all the stuff on? They pin all of the, like, touching and scratching and bad things and everything on him.
Yeah, because I was saying I saw like a maintenance man downstairs. Like I felt like someone was supposed to be doing work.
Yeah.
And I didn't recognize him because I saw him earlier with a normal attire on.
Was there a fire here? Is this true? Yes. Is that guy also trying to keep things from talking? Yeah.
Yeah, I thought the same thing down a while ago.
More. Yeah. I just. Yeah, like, what's his motive behind it? Because.
Probably secrets.
Are there secrets here that we're supposed to?
I feel like he doesn't want anybody to know the nasty things he's done during his time there, because he's done things to women there, and take that however you want to take that, and he does not want that out. He wants to be able to do what he wants to do and not get caught. Like he's the most malicious thing there. I mean, malicious in a way, but not to the mediums there, but to the other spirits. He's not malicious to the mediums that are there, that were there doing this filming. It's the spirits there that he's like trying to keep quiet. Like, don't tell him shit. You open your mouth and I'm gonna ruin you. It's like, yeah. He doesn't want his secrets out. Because he's got secrets. And he doesn't want anybody to know because he wants to do what he wants to do and not get caught.
Figure out.
Either that or it's just a control thing. Because, you know, controlling men.
Yeah, I don't know. Because I feel like he might have been someone from the psychiatric, the perv guy. Might have been someone from like the psychiatric hospital. Because I don't feel like he was here during the poor farm necessarily. Did you have an authority title? Like, were you a doctor or something? The flashlight went on. I don't feel like he actually was a doctor necessarily, but I feel like he wants to be one. That's why the other flashlight went on.
That's why I said it that way.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, you're not going to answer it that way. That's why you want me to say you're a doctor.
No, I get the sense that he lived there. I don't think he was from the psychiatric. I can't say that word. Psychiatric. I can't say that word. You would think that I was dyslexic. I can't even say that word. I probably am, for all I know. I don't think he's from that ward. I don't think. Because he lived there. He didn't come and go. He lived there. So. Was he from the hospital? It's too hard to tell for me. For me, I don't have enough information to answer that question. Was he a doctor? No. Was he from the hospital? Possibly. Was he from the poorhouse? Possibly. See, I'm not getting. It's almost as if he doesn't want you to know. Because if you knew, then you'll treat him differently. That's interesting. If you knew, if he came from wherever he came from, because he's not giving that information away. Okay, so it's not me. It's him. He's not giving that information away. Because he doesn't want you to know. Okay. Was he also mentally challenged? Yes. So then he's got to be from the hospital. I mean, he can also be from the poorhouse, because I'm sure even in the poorhouse, there were people that lived there that were mentally challenged, that had mental disability. That's the proper word to use. And he was angry for it. Okay, was he angry because of the mistreatment he had before going there? And now he's taking it on the people. He's treating people that are in his circle the same way he was treated. Okay. Okay. Okay, yes is the answer. Okay. So he's trying to make himself bigger. But he doesn't want you to know who he is. Because he's afraid of the mistreatment. I'm gonna say this right now. 2 wrongs do not make a right. It was not right how people treated you, but it's also not right how you treat other people. It makes you just as bad as them. So unless you work on yourself, because that's all that really matters, is you will never get better. You will never get better. No, I made him feel bad. Good. Honestly. He's not ready to tell. I'm not going to force him to tell. I'm not going to force him to tell. If he doesn't want to tell, then he doesn't have to tell. When he's ready, he'll tell.
Okay.
Is there another man here? Yeah. Were you actually a doctor?
I keep feeling like there's like some authoritative figure, like here.
Yeah, that like military dude at the end.
Can you make a noise for us? If I was to whistle, can you whistle back?
I don't believe it. But
I'll try it again. Can you try it? Heard it?
Definitely heard like something though.
yeah, back over there.
I sounded like it was out there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like over by the stairs.
Yeah.
Are you guys showing me that there's multiple timelines in this house and you just need to sit in the right timeline to speak to the right person?
Yeah.
Thanks, I can't see that.
Yeah.
Are you talking to a woman and you have long hair and it's half up? You're like in a dress. You're like carrying like sheets around and you're like walking through this room. Don't flash that one out when he's off and you start talking about it.
Yeah, is she like a nurse?
Yes. Were you the one I was talking to earlier? There's a little girl behind you in that doorway. Because there's a woman who was telling me things who I felt like was someone who worked here during the core farm, who her job was kind of to help like do kind of like maid type work of like kind of like clean, straighten up things. She wants to say she's like the mom. Yeah, like my mom. Yeah, because I see her, there's a lot of children, so you say that she's a nurse. She wasn't a nurse, but
She's
she
like a nurse.
did nurse-like things. Like she did things that stereotypically women would do, which is why she wants to say, I'm like the mom. I would like clean, cook,
I would take care of the children, and I would like, if someone needed me to help them with like
I just get really cold in here.
medical
Yeah.
things.
Mm-hmm.
It's really cold in here.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, there's a lot of children. Do they bring children here?
Lot of children.
A lot of children. Children without parents, children with a single parent, children with an older sibling and only the older sibling, but lots of children. Lots of children that came and went in that house. Even in the hospital part, there was lots of children.
When they didn't have a place to go. I don't know if that's true. There's just so many children, so I'm like surprised this is like not an orphanage or something. So people would like leave children here, kind of like a fireplace, like a fire station. Cause I feel like she would take care of them. Cause I've like watched her with a baby too.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I saw another shadow figure at the end of the hallway.
There's just a pair of legs walking around, and that's all I see.
I saw something low like that, but I just couldn't tell because like I'm looking at your light.
When our guide was talking about outside, all I saw were legs underneath the
Yeah.
truck or the wagon.
Where the wagon was, her and her son were out there, and her son pointed out that light went on. That it looked like there was someone standing behind the wagon. They could see the legs, but above that, like there was no one there.
Can you make another noise in the hallway for us? I feel like I did it before. We want to hear you walk again.
Was there a man that was very, did people get like punished for stepping out of line? Was there a man that would instill the punishments? I'm not sure what the punishments were. I feel like they would take things away.
Were they also like?
He would punish the children a lot for the simple fact that they were children. Like he didn't like that children behaved inappropriately in his eyes. Like children are supposed to be refined and dignified. This place is starting to annoy the crap out of me. Because it's like, you can't discipline a child to behave like an adult because they're not an adult. A child is a child. And they need to be treated as such. They're children. They don't know from left to right, up and down, right or wrong. You need to teach it to them. And what you're teaching them is that being a child is wrong. It's one of those generational traumas that a lot of adults in my generation and adults before my generation have issues with. I'm not gonna get into that in this video.
Would he like whip them? That makes sense. I don't know, I just see this man and he's like, has like a woman that he has like pulling across the floor, like she's standing, but he like grabbed her by her wrist and is like making her, like pulling her to go somewhere, but I'm not sure where, and she's like upset and scared.
There will be instances of two, of like him punishing women. Would he punish the men too? He would punish the men too. He would punish the men too. But oh, okay, it's equally as severe. Oh, okay, so then, good. That's good to hear. He treated them well. I mean, it's not good that he punished them for no reason, but it's good to know that he equally punished the men and the women. He wasn't like Not president. Is it president? President? I cannot speak. I shouldn't even do this reading if I cannot speak. He was a misogynist. That's good to hear that he wasn't a misogynist. That's very good to hear. He punished everyone equally. Okay.
Is this true?
Yes.
There's more activity when she's not here.
What do you mean?
So like when she leaves, things are more active. Because
they literally have like on camera. They did like a group tour thing. They had stuff set up like where like all those seats were, like the media type room. They had things set up there, and like there was no one in the building. It was fully locked, and like equipment was going off. They have it on the security cameras. Like things were happening.
Right.
Things happen a lot when no one's around.
When she like calms things down more when she's here. She's kind of like live in the aspect that like her like energy calms things down, and so when she leaves, things like start to kick up a little bit more. And as soon as they knew she was leaving, they're like, let's make noise so she stays longer, because they also kind of like her too.
They really do like her.
Yeah, because of what she's doing with the building, like how she keeps it clean.
Yeah, it's respectable.
Yeah, because the woman I was talking to, that woman was talking about, because when she was telling me about like things being moved and things going off, I saw like that woman like trying to like cool, because they like left a bunch of stuff out. So she
Did you
was,
hear that? That literally sounded like someone just went. It's out there.
I was talking, so I didn't hear it.
Yeah.
Trying to like, but it sounded like, I don't know, I felt like she was like trying to like tidy up, clean up and everything that like went on for her, because she was like, well, she keeps it clean, like I help her do it. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like this woman takes care of everybody. I don't know, I'm just like thumbing through the timelines that are here, because they kind of like interject and they're not all like parallel, because the building was different. Yeah, it changed so many times. Because like I don't even know if the rooms were the same. Like I feel like they changed where the walls were and stuff like that. There are places throughout the building where you can see where walls used to be, like former walls. Yeah. Because literally sitting here, I feel like there's a timeline going that direction.
I see interchangeable walls. Like sometimes I see a wall and it does this, and then a new wall comes, like a changeable labyrinth, like a moving labyrinth. Like each wall changes its position. I like the way that you helped me describe it. That was really cool. I really like that. But I also see overlapping timelines. I kind of can see them. I don't see them completely, but I do see vividly. Yeah, because I can't see a solid structure. I just see walls upon walls upon walls upon walls. That's interesting.
In a timeline like this direction.
Both the lights are on.
So it's just like weird, because when we were downstairs, I just kept feeling like timelines were flickering in between two. It's almost like two parallels were happening at the same time.
Yeah, both of the lights went off.
Whereas a lot of other places, the timelines like are laid on top of each other, but here they're like bounce off of each other because the building has changed, physically has changed. Was there a man in that doorway over there? Would you make their REM pod go off? I did it once before. I also really appreciate it because Russell says it might be Brooklyn and it's not.
Did you hear that?
That was loud.
I did hear it.
It was a
Yeah.
It's not.
It's like twisting your foot on that. Can you make that noise again? She really calms things down.
The air is Yes. That was loud. I just want to make sure it's not an actual person.
Can you finish the knock?
That was not my phone.
Is that a yes?
Can you
for
move your
finishing
right
knock?
leg, Riker? Thank you.
That was the metal.
No.
I know you guys like when music plays, but unfortunately copyright's a thing. They apparently like Elvis and sometimes Frank Sinatra.
We can take an Elvis tape beat non-copyright.
Oh my
Should we go up to the second floor?
Yeah,
Yeah.
why not?
So we are on the second floor in this little teeny tiny room that they have dubbed the children's room, which supposedly these blocks have fallen over before and have been knocked down. Correct?
Yes.
That happens. Since I didn't do it on the tour. Is there a little girl in here, like blonde hair with like pigtails? Because
Yes.
let's say I see her in here, and there's also, is there a little boy in here with like blue eyes, brown hair? Very descriptive. He's the one that said that he would cry if you knocked his blocks over. He's like, I'll cry.
Yeah.
I spent a lot of time on that.
Interesting.
The little girl likes this like little, do you like this little like woolly one?
The giraffe.
Yeah, like the little giraffe.
If you do, can you move the little cow?
The children's room is filled with so much. It's the only room in the entire building. It's filled with so much joy and laughter and just pure innocence. It's so pure. It's so light. It's so like. It makes me want to go over there and just sit in that room and just absorb the happiness and pure love and joy in there because it's just so warm and fluffy. It warms my heart. It literally does. It's so cute. It's so cute. There's lots of children there, but definitely the prominent ones are like a blonde girl and a blue-eyed. But I also see a little boy with green eyes. Also see a little boy with green eyes, and he's so cute, so smart. I think he has glasses, and he's so smart. And he hangs around there all the time, and he does play with the kids. And sometimes they leave him alone into his little box. You know, they do kid things there. Sometimes they get into arguments. They're kids. Like, what do you expect with kids? But they tend to play nice more often than not. They tend to get along, and they're very protective of each other. Very protective. But they're so adorable.
All in front of it?
Yeah, we've got cat ball, we've got the light, the flashlight, the K2, and the REM pod byway, as well as EVP recorder.
And the music box over there.
And the music box. Because why not? I don't know what the little girl.
So this room, I remember correctly, belonged to two sisters. They were older. But when we were doing the tour and came up here, it just felt like this was where all the kids hung out.
Yeah.
Which makes sense because there's a bunch of toys, because all of these types of toys wouldn't be for like older girls.
There's also children out in the hallway, and they're like, there's a...
The sisters, very girly and very protective of the kids. Very protective of the kids because it seems like those sisters know about the adult world more than they let on. Like they see things and they do their best to shield the children from those things. They're very girly. They're very boy crazy. Very boy crazy. But how do I explain this in the best of my ability? They're not boy crazy. It's like window shopping to them. They like to look, but they're not touching. It's like window shopping to them. They'll look, but they're not gonna touch. I think they're like in their teens. But of course in those days, even as a teenager, they're like gossiping, talking about all the cute boys there. Very giggly girls. Very giggly girls. Very girly girls. Dresses and all. Pigtails and bows. Pink all around. Pinks and purples all around. Painting their nails. Doing their makeup. Very girly girls. And they pretend to be innocent because they get the most information like that. Pretending to not know. Pretending to be stupid. They're the gossipers. If you want to know something, you ask them. They always know something. Like those that know, the adults that know that the ones that to get the most information from is those girls. But they're very sweet. They do their best to not cause any trouble. They always pretend not to know when in reality they do know. Very protective of the kids. Very, very protective of the kids. They try to help and the best of their ability with the caretaker of those kids. Especially the single parents. Especially the single parents. They do their best to like take care of those kids. I like those girls. Those are nice girls. Those are the kind of girls that you can kind of keep. You can trust that they'll keep your secret with interest. With interest. Like if you promise them something, they'll promise to keep your secret, and they will uphold that promise. I like them.
A lot of people in here, and they're like kind of nervous to come in and talk to people.
You can come in if you want. Well, we're having a party. I have a question though. Is this like a room for people? Like, is this a bedroom or something?
Yes, this was the two girls that I talked about. It was their room when it was the poorhouse.
Was it this size?
Yes.
So small. Mm-hmm. Where did they put beds?
Yeah.
The whole room would be a bed.
Or like the beds were smaller.
They make me feel like they're like child beds. Like, you know, in The Sims 4, they have like the toddler beds.
Do you also like The Sims? Should we rebuild this place in The Sims? That would be a fun story.
Oh,
God.
Just saying.
I live for that, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coming soon.
Coming
Medium's
soon.
live streams.
The little girl,
I feel like she lost her mom, and that's why she ended up in here. Which may or may not be true.
is that true?
They kind of like sent her here because there was nowhere else to go.
I feel like her mom was with her at first when she came here.
Yeah.
I feel like something like she got sick and then ended up passing.
I don't think she wants to talk about the sad things though.
Yeah.
That's okay. We don't have to talk about the sad things. Do you want to play with one of these fun devices? You can even touch the REM pod too.
feel like they didn't really get an opportunity to play at all, even though they were like, this girl that I'm seeing is really young. She's like probably like 4 or 5.
Were things just like strict?
I don't know if they're necessarily strict.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know if that's the right, like...
Yeah, why couldn't they play? Because I know, like...
I just don't think that they had toys. Like,
Well, they make me feel like they, like, made toys.
yeah, like they didn't have them here.
Yeah.
Is that true? Or did you have to make your own toys?
I don't know, they show me, like, how the Amish would make their own dolls and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Did you have another sister that was here with you? Was it just a brother that was with you? No. Maybe she was an only child.
I feel like there's someone like stopping them from talking. So I'm starting to feel weird. Like someone in the hallways, someone's walking down the hallway or something. I'm getting nervous.
Is this true?
Asking them.
Is this true?
Yes.
I feel like they're too complicated of questions for her to understand how to answer them. Because I don't know, she's very young. I know that like spirit can like understand things, but I don't know.
Did you have friends when you were here? Like, were you friends with the little brunette girl? Yeah.
Do you have a favorite toy in here? You can turn that off for yes. Do you have more than one favorite toy?
I think she likes all of them.
Do you like them because you didn't have them when you were alive?
They're all fun and they all have like different things I like about them. She likes I think she likes the colors of like.
Do you like the color pink?
Yeah.
So I feel like you also like the Barbie doll. You like the Barbie doll that's in here right now. So something else that the tour guide said is there are children's books. People often.
Well, that was fun and interesting. I thoroughly enjoyed that. I know, I say that for a lot of readings, but I actually do really enjoy these readings. Thank you for watching. My name is Emily, the psychic medium, baby medium. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And see you in the next one.